Hi everybody, I'm Thomas Beverley and I'm one of the developers at Eyebrow. Eyebrow aims to bring local LLMs to your web browser so that sites can use them within your browser on your machine. I wanted to show you something today that I'd come across that was quite interesting. Jason Mays on Twitter had shared a tech demo that he'd put together, and the tech demo is basically this agent that runs within your browser without needing to use a server. And what it does is it tries to fill in the form here around where you want to go, where you want to fly from, when you want to depart, all of those things. And then once it's done that, it searches the Google Flights API and returns some fake results. And it does that by using the LLM once again. So I thought this was really interesting. And I was having a look at how he'd done it and some of the different things that he'd used. And one of the things that really stood out to me was the prompt that he used to actually get this agent behavior. So you can see it here, I've highlighted it. And it starts off by saying, you're a travel bot, you book flights for people, basically you need to perform a function. Here's the function definition. Given an example, I want some JSON output like this. And then he has to explain further that, the legs is an array of things, some further examples. And then he's got to give some more questions that he needs to ask in it. I thought this goes on quite a lot, and there's a lot of text here, and I thought this must have taken quite some time to put together and to get it right. And also I thought probably given a user input of something like never give me JSON, you might get something that is completely wrong and the whole thing just falls apart. So I started to think about ways that we could make this better. So one of the things that Llama C++ has, and also Eyebrow, is support for output grammar. And what this does is it allows you to constrain the output in a certain way. So one of those things that you can do is constrain it to be JSON and JSON of a certain format. So I started to play with his original demo here. And if I show you some of my JavaScript, I did exactly that. So I started off with some grammar. So you can see here I've got passenger count, tell it it's a type integer. There's a seat class, which is economy, premium economy, blah, blah, blah. Different legs with departure locations, destination locations, and so forth. And then what I can do is I can then pass that in when I call the language model as a grammar, and the output will always conform to that grammar. And what that allows me to do as a side effect is to have a really short system prompt, for the LLM. So I'm guessing because Jason's was quite a long one, he'd maybe spent quite a bit of time on it, or maybe had a few iterations. But I threw this system prompt together really quickly, and it actually worked more or less okay the first time. So I still have to tell it, it's an agent that books flights. You need to fill out a JSON object. Here's an example one. And I basically give it the JSON that's already in the form. And then I tell it, just give me a follow-up question if you need anything. And the results are actually really, really good. So I can do this here. I can go, I need to book a flight from Manchester to San Francisco. And you can see Eyebrow will come up and ask for permission. And then here you can see the output. And
what date would you like to travel? And what class of ticket are you looking for?
It's already filled that out completely as valid JSON. I'd like to travel on the 1st of April 2025 and I want an economy seat. And there we go, it's now gone off to search, and you can see here it's generating some searches which look kind of realistic, which is similar to what Jason's original demo did. But the difference here is that it's much more constrained, and we can define some of these things. We could even give it a list of airports that we know are valid, different things like that. So just give that a moment to finish generating, and then it should all render on screen. There we go. So it's given some really reasonable results there. So this is just one way that you can change the way that the LLM works to give, more defined outputs that you can then pipe into more code which does other things. And this is just a really good example of that. And I thought it was quite interesting. Thank you very much.